playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, Big Sears right here.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Well, one underlying storyline between these two teams is that the Chiefs head coach Andy Reid, he knows a lot about Nick Foles, the Jags QB. He drafted the quarterback when he was calling the shots in Philadelphia and later would sign him to Kansas City as a backup in 2016. But Kansas City, they have won the last 4 in this series, including a 30-14 victory a year ago. At the time, that got the Chiefs to 5-0 on the young season. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting.
And here we go.
Wait. Empty.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
I'm going to run you over. He's crashing. He's
Pilot, 64, weak.
check 99.
With us.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set. 180.
56.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
To throw is Wentz. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
80 weapon.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Joker.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
5.
Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check three.
Ram.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
Two Jack.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled, and then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Let's get it. Let's go.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I don't need to. I'll go
On first down, Mahomes rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady.
Hey, they scared.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
81.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Sunday.
Mike, 53.
My other side, solid.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Check 53 is mine. Let's put him on the bus. Say.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hill on the return. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
At the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Wentz now to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing now is Wentz. That one complete. He finds Sharp. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Fournette running right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike.
On play action, Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wentz. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Switch. Check 3, check 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Joe Schobert. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Stop your whining.
Sunday.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 39, Wentz. He completes it to Westbrook. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This is Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Jones has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man here is Foster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
It's Kelsey on the ground. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's Fournette. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Jaguars first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Check.
Now Fournette. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Great. Man 5-7.
Watch twist.
Great 15.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 180. Stay with your man.
Check 31.
Lion.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Go. Check. Lucky.
Hey, empty. Greystone, travel.
No.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
56.
Ram.
Courage.
Hey, orbit.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Williams. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
44, Mike, 44.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Williams. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
To throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down, Chiefs.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now Wentz on third down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Attack!
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Staying open. Staying open.
15. Let's set a tone, fellas.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. They find some open field here. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Kansas City, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure